We all know the feeling. It's Sunday morning and you've just rolled out of bed. You stagger toward the kitchen like a zombie, anticipating a nice bowl of cereal to fill your stomach and start your engine for the day. You've just poured the cold milk and you're ready to take your first bite when you hear a voice call out, "I hope you're not eating, it's Fast Sunday." Your heart sinks as you wish you could have gulped down your food in gluttonous ignorance. Well, that might be a little dramatic, but I'm sure some of us have asked ourselves at one time or another, why do I have to fast? My favorite answer to this question comes from Isaiah. Speaking for the Lord, Isaiah says, "Is not this the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bands of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free, and that ye break every yoke." Here the Lord says that a key reason we fast is to loose the bands of wickedness, or in other words, to help us overcome sin. As my friend Anthony Sweat wrote, if we can control our natural desire to sustain ourselves through food, we can better control our natural desire for selfishness. If we can pass on the drink of orange juice in the morning, we will have greater ability to pass on a drink of alcohol at night. If we have the willpower to abstain from pre-mealtime food, we will have increased power to abstain from premarital sex. If we have the strength to turn away from a steamy meal, we will have the strength to turn off a steamy show. If we have the control to not touch the cookies on the counter that will ruin our fast, we will have the control to not touch the unclean thing that will ruin our soul. As if overcoming sin were not sufficient motivation to fast, Isaiah gives another reason. Is fasting not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house, when thou seest the naked that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh? Much of fasting obviously has to do with hunger, not just ours, but other people's hunger. For many who live in economically comfortable situations, feeling the pain of hunger and the want of food is practically an unknown experience. When we fast, we feel increased desires to help those who are hungry, and the Lord has prepared a perfect system for us to do so through paying fast offerings. President Gordon B. Hinckley said, "The millions of dollars which are needed for this purpose of caring for the poor each year really cost no one anything. It is not a sacrifice for anyone to go without 2 meals a month and give the equivalent cost, and even more, to his or her bishop for the care of the needy." Think of what would happen if the principles of fast day and the fast offering were observed throughout the world. The hungry would be fed, the naked clothed, the homeless sheltered. Our burden of taxes would be lightened. The giver would not suffer, but would be blessed by his small abstinence. A new measure of concern and unselfishness would grow in the hearts of the people everywhere. Can anyone doubt the divine wisdom that created this program, which has blessed the people of this church as well as many who are not members of the church? When I was growing up, I didn't pay fast offerings because I thought that was something adults did. But later I realized that For the Strength of Youth says a proper fast observance includes giving a generous fast offering. Isn't it interesting that this pamphlet for youth encourages the payment of fast offerings so they can help live their covenants to assist the poor? When I began to both fast and pay fast offerings, I felt a tremendous boost in the blessings I experienced from fasting. I testify this is a true principle. Isaiah promised, "If thou draw out thy soul to the hungry and satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday. And the Lord shall guide thee continually and satisfy thy soul." What incredible blessings from fasting and paying fast offerings. Hopefully these can remind us that fasting isn't about going hungry once a month. It's about decreasing Satan's influence in our lives, serving others, and receiving answers to prayers. I conclude with these words from President Henry B. Eyring.
The brief time we fast every month and the small amount we offer for the poor may give us only a small part of the change in our natures to have no more desire to do evil. But there is a great promise, even as we do all that we reasonably can to pray, to fast, and to donate for those in need. Quote, "Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thine health shall spring forth speedily, and thy righteousness shall go before thee. The glory of the Lord shall be thy rearward. Then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer. Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, Here I am."
I pray we will claim those great blessings for ourselves and our families.